geht es im Prinzip darum, dass ich hier das Flugzeug schön sicher einlande. Letztes Mal waren wir ja genau hier stehen geblieben. Herzlich willkommen bei diesem Let's Play und jetzt werden wir sehen, ob ich es schaffen werde zu landen. Oh, das war knapp. Und das wird eigentlich recht einfach werden, weil ich jetzt im Prinzip schon aufgesetzt habe. So, dann werden wir auch direkt danach die nächste Trainingsmission machen. So.
Great job, John. Mission accomplished. Now we can go over to the new one. The way to go.
So, nächste Mission. Erfolg, Sieg. Mission 3. Worum geht's da? Oh, hier geht's schon um Aerodynamik. Wow. Dann nehmen wir mal die Mission hier. Es gibt übrigens viele Flugzeuge in diesem Simulator, fliegen übrigens auch als Restauration bzw. Neubau im Original, wie zum Beispiel dieser Fokker Hochdecker, der gerade zu sehen war. Die SPAD gibt es übrigens auch, aber die meisten Flugzeuge, die restauriert flugfähig sind, fliegen ganz weit weg irgendwo in Australien bzw. Amerika. Hier in Deutschland bzw. in Europa gibt es auch einige fliegende Flugzeuge, aber dazu später mehr, wenn ich diese hier in dem Simulator fliege. Guck mal, das sieht doch auch ganz hübsch aus. Oder was haben wir hier? Na, nehmen wir mal die hier mit dem Stern, dem Adlerkopf hier, dem Weißkopfadler. So, weiter, Start.
John, I didn't expect you to be such a quick learner. You get everything just as fast as I did in my time. I'm very pleased with your results. Thank you, Captain. Well, as you gain so fast, I've prepared something much more interesting for you than checkpoint flight and moving some handles. I can't wait to continue. Our next task is airplane operating restrictions. I know it might sound too boring, but remember, John, not only your life and safety of a plane, but also your combat success directly depends on your understanding of what I'm about to tell you today. The closer you can come to the limits of your SPAD capabilities, the more advantage you'll get over your enemy in combat. An airplane is the most advanced combat unit that is engaged in this war, John. SPAD 13 that you're learning to operate is the top of technological progress. As in your machine, the airplane has restrictions, and that's what we're going to talk about today. First, a couple of words about why an airplane flies. An airplane can fly thanks to the lifting force generated by its wings. The lifting force happens only when the airflow comes towards its wings. That's why, as I told you, speed is most important. But besides, the plane cannot keep flying when the speed is below 90 kilometers an hour, and it also cannot maintain speeds higher than 350 kilometers an hour. When you overcome this limit, the plane structure won't be able to hold the pressure of the airflow and will fall apart. The plane will lose the ability to perform a controllable flight. So pay special attention to your speed while diving. Don't accelerate past 350 kilometers an hour. Also, if you pull the stick too much while at high speed, the lifting force of its wings may become too big so the pilot will be pushed into his seat and he'll have trouble breathing. Wings might not sustain such a load and collapse. So don't let high G's in maneuvers. On the other hand, if you push the stick too far so that the pilot will be thrown out of his cockpit, if not for the seatbelt, then the fuel won't be flowing to the engine from the fuel tank and the engine will stop. If during an energetic maneuver or normal flight you lose speed, you've got another problem waiting for you. The plane won't have enough lifting force and will stall and fall into a spin. A spin means falling of a plane in spiral, uncontrollable rotation. At low altitudes, this will result in death. But if you have enough altitude, then you have a chance. Push the control stick fully from you and in the direction of the rotation. Fully press the pedal opposite to the rotation direction. In a few spiral turns, the plane will start reacting to the controls. Lower its nose and stop rotating. After that, you can start pulling out of the dive. But don't hurry with it as you can stall again. The other important thing you have to watch all the time is the altitude. If you lose the altitude until it becomes zero and it wasn't meant to be a landing, the results of this achievement will most probably be observed not by you, but by the funeral team. However, there exists also a high altitude limit. You cannot fly above it. It's called practical ceiling. At high altitudes, the air is colder and rarefied. Cold and low pressure not only cause a man great discomfort, but they also badly influence the work of the engine. It loses power and can choke until it stops. Now, let's repeat the main dangers that are awaiting you, Lieutenant. Keep the airspeed between 90 and 350 kilometers an hour. Don't let high G turns. Don't turn your plane upside down so that the fuel cannot reach the engine. What you have to do in this mission is take off and climb to 200 meters, then dive and reach speed close to maximum. But watch carefully not to exceed it. After that, energetically, with a high G, pull the plane into a climb so that you can hear your wings buzz but not break. Climb to 800 meters again. At this altitude, completely lower the throttle and try to hold the plane at this altitude without descent. Then it's going to lose speed and stall. After you pull out of the spin, return to the airfield and land. That's all. John, I know there's a lot of information and this mission is rather complicated. But considering your previous success, I have no doubt whatsoever you'll accomplish this one. My hints will help you in flight. Good luck.
Woohoo! Also, aber ich sehe schon, oh, das wird interessant. Tiefstflug. Das ist cool. Steiler Sturzflug. Ja, wie ihr seht, das wird eine sehr interessante Mission, deren Erfolg ihr nicht mehr sehen könnt, weil wir schon wieder am Ende unserer Folge sind. So sieht das Trudeln übrigens wird das dann aussehen. Ich werde noch starten, aber den Rest werdet ihr dann in der nächsten Folge sehen. Ja, hier mache ich dann einen Cut. Ja, das hört sich doch alles sehr spannend an, was da auf der nächsten Mission auf uns wartet. Schauen wir mal, was draus wird. Sehen uns dann in der nächsten Folge. Viel Spaß dabei.